There are two types of people in this world. The kind that only eat food that they find pleasurable, and there are those that do not care what they eat, as long as they don't go to sleep hungry. In other words, do you live to eat or eat to live? I used to think I was the latter, and if I was really desperate, like stranded on an island or something, then I would just eat whatever it takes in order to survive. That was up until when I really thought about it, and I realized there's actually one food that I absolutely despise and would rather starve to death than even think about putting in my mouth. I'll come back to that later though. So let's imagine a little scenario. Imagine that I'm in a room with no doors or windows, and the foods that I'm about to look at are what I'm given to eat each day. Alright, let's do this. You guys like my squishmallows in the background? They're my favorite. And starting us off is baby mice wine. While it's not technically a food,
not unless you accidentally drink one of the mice,
it is disgusting nonetheless. Baby mice wine is unfortunately exactly what it sounds like. After being birthed, these baby mice are immediately taken from their mothers and are stuffed into a bottle of wine, and are left to drown and ferment in these bottles for about 12 to 14 months. Why? Now this tasty beverage started out as a drink in China, and somehow got popular enough that it started gaining notoriety in other Asian countries as well. Okay, so going back to the scenario, I'm locked in a room, and this is the only thing I can drink. Would I drink it? Yeah. Okay, now hear me out. It has health benefits, and I got that Asian blood running through me. I mean, look at my eyes. I can't look. The next food is virgin boy eggs. Now, if you've never heard of what exactly a virgin boy egg is, just take your best guess. Okay, thought of it? Okay, so, did you guess eggs boiled in the urine of children 10 and under? Cause it's so good job. This dish is a delicacy over in Dongyang Zhang. It's in China. So popular, in fact, that there are people whose job it is to collect the urine from young boys in elementary schools. Now, apparently the reason why they choose to do this with people under the age of 10 is because it carries health benefits. What health benefits exactly, I can't tell you. But just imagine, like, who the first person was that came up with this idea, and how they even convinced other people to, like, go along with it. Man, I'm so bored of eating these boiled eggs. Like, I wish there's just a way to spice things up a little.
Yeah, like, what if we just boiled it in urine? Excuse me, what did you just say?
Dude, that's genius, man. Why did I think of that? Here, I'll start peeing into a water bottle or something. Wait, it has to be from a 10-year-old boy. Bro, what is wrong with you, dude? That's too far. Like, how could he even suggest that? That has health benefits, man. Just hear me out. Health benefits? Come on, man. That's genius. Why didn't I think of that? Okay, I'll go get my 10-year-old son right now. Well, anyways, I guess if I was really desperate, yeah, I'd eat these. Alright, next up is coconut worms. No, I've seen videos of like a rat thing eating one of these before, and at first I thought it was like a mozzarella stick, but after closer inspection, I realized that the mozzarella sticks were moving? Yeah, that's not a mozzarella stick, it's a worm. Apparently these worms are extremely harmful to the environment though, so people do whatever they can to get rid of them, which includes eating them alive. I can't really think of anything else to say except that they make a nice sound when you bite down on them. So here's me reacting to some coconut worm ASMR. Hey guys, so I'm gonna be reacting to coconut bug ASMR. Let's do this. Okay, so there they are, they're moving. It's really gross. Oh. Okay. Oh, I need to go. I need to go. Alright, last food, human. Yeah, I don't really need to explain this one. Now, while I'm willing to eat all the foods that I've just mentioned, it's time to reveal the one food that I will under no circumstances eat. I'd rather resort to cannibalism before eating this. When you think of the nastiest food to ever exist, what comes to mind? Sardines? Maybe you're a 5-year-old and you think it's any kind of vegetable? Or how about live octopus? Well, all of those are wrong, even live octopus. The real nastiest food to ever exist is cheese! Well, you might be asking yourself right now, enchilada, how is cheese nastier than eating live octopus? Just hear me out for a second. Cheese is essentially just rotten milk that got hard. Well, of course there's more steps to it than that, but that's essentially how it's done. There are no existing records of how exactly cheese was first invented. It smells gross, it tastes gross. I mean, growing up, kids were always afraid of the cheese touch. Because cheese is nasty! There are just so many different types of cheese that I just despise. Like American cheese. There's more microplastics in these than any dairy product. And then there's blue cheese, which is just edible mold. And don't even get me started on maggot cheese. And sadly, maggot cheese isn't the only bug-related fact that I have about cheese. There's something that I know that the cheese industry does not want anyone to hear. But I'm about to tell it to you right now. Okay, now listen closely. I could get in trouble for saying this, but I think I'm safe for now. I have a friend who knows a guy who has a cousin who has a dog who is walked by this girl who is the niece of a janitor at Dairy Delights. And he was able to get me this top secret folder. Now, if you don't know, Dairy Delights is the top cheese manufacturing company in the world. When I first looked at the contents of what was inside of this folder, I could barely believe what I'd seen. Every cheese company puts bugs in their cheese! These bugs are called cheese mites. They are intentionally added to cheese to help the aging process and to give them their flavor and texture. After doing some more digging, I found out that the FDA approved of there being 6 mites per inch on every kind of cheese.
So when you're eating cheese, you're actually eating thousands of these little bugs. Wait. Hello? Is anyone there? I need to get out of here. I'm not saying. Where am I?
So you're finally awake. No, you're a very hard man to find, Enchilada. Don't bother trying to escape. Now I want you to tell me how exactly you got this information.
No, screw you! You should kill yourself!
Alright, if you're not gonna talk, then I guess I'm just gonna have to get it out of you the hard way.
Wait, what do you mean the hard way?
That's right.
No,
Take it,
no.
Take it all in the face. Now where did you get that folder?
I'll never tell you!
Just tell me everything and it'll all be over soon.
I hate cheese! Harder, Daddy.
You know what? You've tested my patience long enough. But I'd be willing to look things over if you just say a few lines for the camera over there. Just read what the signs say.
Okay, I'll do it. Don't trust the cheese industry. They put mice in their cheese.
Alright, that's it.
Stop it!
I'm never having nachos again.